More for blue.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. For balance, right?
How have you got?
So it sounds like they're going to put more people on blue 4. We'll see what the final number is in a second. It's going to be a 15 versus 9 because Op4 has just been sweeping tonight. That's pretty funny. That's going to be more. That's going to mean more FG42s and MP40s on the blue 4 side. But we'll just have to see how this goes. And this is going to be on the work in progress Berlin map, which is all blown up city. Only cowards try and flank. But neither side knows where the other side spawns. Awesome. All right, so this will be, I think, the last round. There might be a meme round afterwards, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the meme round. Otherwise, I hope you guys have been enjoying this stream here. We will be uploading these one at a time on the main channel because I am vacationing for a week, which means I'm going to lose out on like a week's worth of content. So I am using this to supplement it. Wink. But I think the mini rounds are also nice because YouTube likes smaller videos anyway. Plus watching some of these elaborate flanks, the friendly fires, it's all for a good laugh, right? Let's see how memey this last one gets. But for those of you watching live, I appreciate you sticking by and hope you've been thoroughly entertained. I'm sure they'll start the round eventually. As if on cue. All right. 30-second warm-up here. And OFCRA is the British. Their spawn zone was marked, but the Germans were not. And it looks like they left some of the AI on, which is interesting. And the round's about to start in a second. The Germans are all the way over here. Honestly, this is a really good PvP map, for all things considered. And there is a bunch of wrecks in the middle as the Germans now move up to counterattack the British, I believe. Both sides engaging, giving away their positions. I think that's done by design. And the British also have a building to help overwatch the Germans advance. And I think that note is just to say, hey, do this line warfare style. This is a lot of vehicles here. This had to have been some sort of massive convoy. I just got bombed to shit. So the Germans throwing a lot of smokes. Again, it is 9 versus 15. The Germans are doing a large push here. So I would imagine the Bren Gunners are going to be firing from range. I think Murdy was on this side. He got disconnected, so it's only going to be 8 now. So the Germans have the British outnumbered 2-1. By the way, the Germans are blue 4, British are up 4. I will be using those terms going forward. And on point, we've got Royd Camper with a Thompson. And Callie taking some damage from that Willie Pete with a trench gun. Trench gun opening up. Doesn't get... Oh, there's a drop. And Callie getting the kill on Rigel there, who was on point. More smokes being thrown. Willie Pete being deployed in the center. Wonder if Blue 4 is going to think that the smoke's safe because the other smokes were perfectly fine. Grenades being thrown on either side. Great frag. Oh, it was a smoke, though. Elberg would have been dead. Barros almost getting friendly fired here as both sides are getting jumpy. And you hear some of these guys taking damage. Royd Camper is literally rushed up on and is able to get both kills. What a Willie Pete thrown right on top of his position. Could kill him off. Another grenade thrown as the British force is trying to do a small flank around here. Zixme taking a bolt action rifle shot. Back to the house, running up. Royd getting his 3rd kill. Darton getting the kill on Zixme. We're still hearing that Willie Pete caused damage. Pogo getting a drop. But Vixen getting a drop there. Is able to pull back before Gotland gets the kill. Not noticing Gotland was pushing up that angle. Callie, meanwhile, over here, Goatland trying to open up some shots here. Royd and Darton getting caught out. Callie getting the drop. Goatland, meanwhile, in the building, going up on the second story. And Goatland's right above where Callie's camping. So Goatland now taking the initiative to do some bandaging. Callie, I think, going to come up the stairs and find Goatland here. Callie does not know where he went. Goatland, I think, can hear those footsteps. Callie might leave the building without checking the second story. Hearing some pickoffs from the north. Both sides have to have had heard those footsteps. Royd Camper catching Debra out of position. Gets the double tap. Darton does see Royd, though. Goatland's footsteps are going to be heard by Callie here as Callie retreats to the corner. He's looking up, so I think he knows those are above him. Here's Goatland's medical. And Goatland gets shotgun blasted in the face. Royd, meanwhile, coming downstairs. Darton caught looting a body and is Hillary Clintoned. 3 shots to the back of the head. Judge ruled it as a suicide, but the Hillary Clintoner has become the Hillary Clinton. I have no idea who got that kill. Probably was Barros, who does have a new kill under his belt. It is now 4v5. As the British forces have rallied, actually just completely annihilated the Germans' number advantage. Now it can go either way. So Callie's still up ahead. Plenty of German forces on the flanks here. Barrow's coming around. Not sure if Callie's going to hear him. Callie, meanwhile, on 3 kills with that trench gun as Barros runs by the building. Literally across the wall here. You got Panzer Grenade here. And now this round gets a lot more quiet. Lemur is going to come out, spot Barros, picks him off. It's 4v4. Callie still hears those footsteps. Hearing some longer range shots here. Callie coming around, trying to spot where Panzer Grenade is. He has an FG-42. He's got the better gun, but can Callie get the 1-tap? He's been able to get it 3 times so far. Let's see if he can get it a 4th time. Panzer Grenade definitely hears those footsteps, so I think he's going to wait Callie out. Does a quick injection, probably of epinephrine. And Callie misses the shotgun, and Panzer Grenade gets the kill. On semi-auto for the FG-42, too. Good call there, and it is now 4v3. Bayonet jab over there. I don't know who did that. It had to have been, based on the angle, Ernest, because he's the only one that would have had a bayonet. Grenade going right on top of Lemur, taking him out. Wow. And it is now 4v2. Going to be a lot of wait time here because there's still a lot of distance. You do have Bob Winchester trying to overwatch from the entire backline with his binos, but he has a submachine gun, not the best gun to overwatch with. Cheeseburger would be the better choice. They could form a machine gun team on the balcony here and just massacre anyone that comes up the main street. Cheeseburger checking the flank. But at this rate, I think Blue 4 is going to be able to get the win here. Oh God, Larry, no. Spare me. Rivi trying to get some hits there. Is unable to get the drop, though. Was that a G43? Nope, it was an FG42. Just wasn't able to land that shot. At that range, gets a little inaccurate. Definitely more of a close-range weapon. Elaborate smoke being thrown out. Willie Pete thrown out as well. I think this round's going to take a second. I think the British are just going to stay back here because this is where the objective building is, and we're going to just have to wait and see the German forces come up to the British here. I understand why this is happening, though. It's because both sides just have this open area to advance through. They could flank around on the other buildings to get closer, but I think at this point, both groups are just disorganized here. Actually, that's an incorrect statement. The two remaining British guys have this down. One guy across the street, both of them watching down the road, trying to watch for the Germans advance, and the Germans are just in two separate groups here. It seemed like they've just formed two buddy pairs, but with the closer buddy pair to the British being a little more separated, while the other one's kind of stagnated in the back line. I don't know what else to say. Aw, they didn't die holding hands. How unfortunate. Now we just have to be patient. Bob Winchester advancing. Agnes there, taking some fire from Cheeseburger's Bren gun. Grenade being thrown out, a little off. I think that's a frag. Nope, it's a smoke. Another smoke. I don't think he judged those shots correctly here. So he throws those smoke. Actually, no, he judged them perfectly because he wanted to cross the street. Bob, if he stayed in place, he would have been able to catch Angie here through that opening. And you have German Grenade Man here, who I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name. He's been calling him Panzer Grenade. Trying to move up on Bob Winchester's position, who has taken the high ground now. And he gets Hillary Clinton. It is now 4v1. Cheeseburger trying to climb up the high area right here. I don't know what he's trying to climb up to. But using enhanced movement, he tends to stay in the high ground. Just because the actor that played Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith was British doesn't mean that the high ground can be applied to every situation. Fun fact, that actor has a brother who is in the RAF, and his call sign is Obi-2 for his plane. Hillary Clinton is our term for when someone gets shot in the back of the head, and the guy that got shot doesn't even know it. It's a joke on the fact that I had a very famous clip titled "When you find out about Hillary Clinton's emails and blah blah blah," and YouTube actually banned it. So I say Hillary Clinton now as a joke. But I will say a fan came up with it though. It was a good call, and that grenade knocks out Cheeseburger. And I think we're GG here because people that get knocked out don't tend to wake back up. But I will check to see if we have a dedicated meme round today. But otherwise, I think that's going to be it. The clip was called "When You Have News about Hillary pertaining to Hillary Clinton's arrest" or something. It was so long ago. The funny thing was, it was like one of the first highlights I ever made on my channel. It didn't go anywhere. And then literally like a year and a half later, it just started randomly going viral. And then YouTube age restricted it. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool. Like, whatever. All of that was out of my control. And Rivi here, I think, is going to double tap the body, and it's going to be GG. GG. Blue 4 wins another round, but it was literally 15 versus 8. So, a little swayed in their favor, but damn.